Hey guys, hope you're all well. Right, couple more jobs on the Enfield. I wasn't going to do anything today. It's Bank Holiday Monday, and I was going to try and relax for the day, but boredom soon set in. So here I am, back in the shed, just to do a couple of easy jobs. At least it'd be something else done. We went out for a ride yesterday, a bit of a road trip for the day, which was absolutely brilliant. So Sunday morning I set out at about 5:30, 5:45, something like that, and I got back at 1 o'clock this morning, Monday. So yeah, it was a long day. Didn't do a massive amount of miles in that time, but it was still good. I think we'd done just shy of 345 mile, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And the weather was amazingly perfect, which makes a change in Wales. And we've done a slate mine. That might sound a bit boring to some, but it was actually really enjoyable. But yeah, anyway, back in the shed. And I think today I'm going to do, well, let's have a look. I'm going to get the decompressor in, because that can be a bit of a fiddle with the seals going in. And I'm going to sort the side stand out. I don't think I've got a new spring for that, but I need to do a couple of jobs for it to fit nicely. This I think was off a Suzuki. I can't quite remember, but the bolt that it had, it's all nasty and corroded, so I'm going to make a little brass sleeve that goes in there and a 10mm stainless bolt, and we'll polish the head up and stuff like that so it looks better. I know it's only a little bit of detail that's obviously going to be right down the bottom of the bike, but it's still worth doing, I think. So I'm going to do the stand as my first job, get on the lathe with the bit of brass and sort that out, and then put the decompressor in, and I'll see where I am from there. It's really late in the day. I have made a late start. Like I say, my plan was to have the day off, but I got bored. So let's get these couple of jobs done at least. Right, to start with then, we need to make a brass sleeve for that stand, because the original fixing that was in there, it was like stepped. It had a big shoulder on it, and I don't want to put it back in because it's quite bad. So we'll just make something to compensate for that. Yeah, let's get a centre in there first, mark that out, and then we'll sort of manipulate it into shape. Size drill in there. In fact, let's go through with a smaller drill first. It just makes it a bit easier with a bigger one. That'll do. In with the big one. So basically, obviously, you see we've got a big hole this side, threaded all that side. So we want this brass insert to go into that bigger hole. 18 in round money, that is, isn't it? So let's just take that down. So this bit now, we're taking it down to go into the bigger hole on the actual stand. Then that should go through the bracket that's attached to the frame. Moving forward a little bit, we're getting close. Couple more passes, I think. Right. Let's just take the edge off that and try it on. Just another little skim over, I think. Yeah, it's a little bit tight. I don't mind dressing the powder back a bit, which I have done, but I don't want to take it all off. So we'll just do a tiny bit more. Try that. That's the one. Right, got that parted off. Just want to skim over the top there now. And we should be good to go. Fits in there nicely now. We've just got to go and see if that'll go through the bit on the frame. If not, we'll just get the file in there, open it up slightly. Right then, let's see if all that's going to be good. Oh, might need a little bit of dressing up in there. Yeah, powder's a little bit thick, so I'm gonna have to just run the file down there a little bit, but not enough to take the powder off. There's just a little bit of a lump in there catching. Do it a bit at a time so we don't take too much off. Well, that's a bit closer. Let's do a bit that side. That's got it. It's catching a little bit down that way.
That's it. That's better. Right, let's see if that'll slide through the lot. And it does. Right, sort of stainless bolt out now. That should do it. Alright, let's get that in then, see what it looks like. I'm not going to tighten everything up yet until I've got a spring sorted. That'll do. So when I come to get a spring and put that on, because sometimes it's best to take the stand off and sort of get the spring on and squeeze it all into place. So yeah, when that's done, I'll then put a lock nut on the back there, stop it winding itself out. That'll do. Right, next, decompressor. We'll find the seals out for that and we'll get that fitted. I think that'd be just 2 little easy jobs for me today. At least something's done and I've had sort of a relaxing day. Right, let's find the seals for that then. Okay, so what we got here then is obviously the decompressor, a washer, and these 2 seals. Easy, you may think. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's an absolute pain. Not so much of a pain, fiddly. It's this one, this inner one. So that goes on first, then that, then that. So this goes right down into the cylinder head. So it sits on that ridge there. But sometimes it's quite fiddly to squeeze in and get the thread started on the decompressor and basically, screw it down and compress them all. Hopefully it'll be one of the easy ones. We'll see. Sometimes that seal's not the best of quality and it can create a few issues of fitting. Let's see how this one goes. Right, what I'm going to do first is put that inner one in place first. Literally put it down with that, because sometimes between it going over them threads and having to fit in the cylinder head, it's a bit of a squish. Like I say, it's just the odd one that can do it. I reckon some they've just made the seals too big. Oh, that one seems to have gone well. That felt quite good actually. Let's pull that back out. Yeah. Oh, that makes a pleasant change. That's sitting all right. Okay then, we'll we'll just go for it. So that washer up there. Then that seal. That compresses at the top here. And as that's compressing, it's all landing at the same time as the inside one and compressing that. I've got to get a spanner over the cable. I'm not taking the cable off. I'm just going to try and make sure the threads start by hand so I can feel it's okay. So we're not cross-threading everything. I think we're on the move there. That'll be good. Right, slide the spanner over the cable. And then little tiny turns. Till it's seated all the way down. That was quite painless. I need to keep my mouth shut, don't I? There's still time for things to go wrong. Obviously being careful that I don't chip the powder coating. Has anybody spotted this missing yet? This one here. If you know where it is, let me know. I think I might be popping one in my next order. Right, 300 turns later, this will be starting to seat. Right, it's starting to compress nicely now. Don't slip. Right, let's leave it at that for a minute. There we go then, all nice, new and fresh. That looks a lot better. Right, next little job is these drain plug strainers. I'll just throw them in and I think that'll do. One up the front here. Where's that? There it is. And one at the back there. Right, let's find a spanner out and get them in. That'll do. That'll do. A couple of little jobs done. All looking nice and fresh. Each little bit is a step closer to the finish line. No matter how big or small jobs they are, if we keep chipping away at them, it's getting there. In fact, one more job. Let me see if I can find it. Coil. Might as well get that on. Yeah, I may have polished it up a little bit, even though you can't see it. It looks nice as you're building it. That's my excuse. Right. This spark plug cap rubber here that's tight. Go on then. I have to pull it all the way down. I'll do. Screw that in. Go on all the way. That's it. All right, now this end.
let's get that bolted up. Right, what we'll do first, because these bolts are so short, so I didn't want to grab your long bits hanging out, is put one on without washers first to pinch it up. Right, with that one pinched up, I should get the other one in with washers, pinch that one up, and then undo that one and put the washers on. There's not a lot of space for washers, but I prefer to see some on there. It's just the shape of the brackets a bit, so you know the return is a bit close, but it should squeeze up. Right, that's got that. Now this one back off. Now that one's tightened up. Put some washers on this one. It's just with the washers on, the bolts are that short. Very difficult to get them to, well, spin the nuts on and squeeze them up. So basically using one bolt like a clamp. Right, washers. And tight. Done. There we go then, that's that on. It's another tick in the box. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Nice and neat. That gives me enough space here as well, because obviously all the wires coming from down the bottom of the engine all come out the frame in there, loop round in this area here and straight up into this part of the frame and then down. That's where most of the wires are going to be, in that bit of the frame. Yeah, and also obviously when the tank goes on you can't see that at all. It's completely and utterly hidden, although I still polished it. Yeah, that red looks a bit bright in this camera. It's not, it's a nice dark red. Again, it might not be to everybody's flavour using that, but it's what I've got here, and my only other choice of HT lead that I've got here is bright yellow. So I thought I'd go with the dark red. At the end of the day, whoever ends up with this bike, they can chop and change things. It'd be their bike. They can put their own little twist to it and do what they wish. It's entirely up to whoever ends up with the bike, what they wish to do with it. Anyway, I think that'll do. Thank you all again for the special stickers. It's very much appreciated, and the comments, immensely appreciated. I know I get a little bit behind with the comments here and there, but yeah, it puts a smile on my face. It's fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Next on this, don't know, we're just going to keep plodding away with it, keep chipping away at the little jobs now, and until we've finished. I've also got another little job in. As I said before, I've been thinking about sharing some of these little jobs. I'm always doing them, but you don't always get to know they exist because I don't always share them. But I've always got little jobs basically to earn some money. As we do, that's what we do them for. So it helps out immensely with the channel as well, and helps keep things going, obviously, alongside all your guys' support. Without your support and me doing these little jobs, this would be impossible. So I appreciate obviously every bit of support that comes from you guys in any way, shape or form, the Patreons, even the super thank you in the comments. I appreciate it all immensely, because yeah, it keeps this going, and the odd job that I take on. So the next odd job, in fact, I'll do a little video on what it is, and then we'll possibly share that job, because obviously it'll be going on in the background in between doing all the main jobs. And this one's quite rough, and I've got to do something to put it right. It's a bike that belongs to somebody I know, and yeah, he was had over a little bit buying it. So I'm going to try and rescue a few things on it so we can actually use it, because it's a little bit dangerous. So I might just do a little video on that next, just to show you what it is, and then we'll do little catch-up bits with it as I put it right. But obviously the main focus is the Enfield. Anyway, that'll do. I'm going to call it a day at that, because it's a beautiful evening, and I'm going to go and do nothing. Cheers for watching, guys. Take care.